A 4xe Willys, huh? Jeep Wranglers are great vehicles for going off-road, but I venture to say that most owners never use them that way. Most owners like them for their seemingly limitless forms of individuality, and this is another example of that. And it's a plug-in hybrid too. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and this is the 2025 Jeep Wrangler Willys 41 4xe. The vehicle we have with us today is this 2025 Jeep Wrangler Willys 41 4xe, a military-inspired model to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the D-Day Normandy landings. The exterior color is referred to as 41 olive drab, a color very similar to the 1941 Willys that was developed in response to the US Army's request for a lightweight, versatile vehicle that could swiftly transport equipment and personnel over any terrain. The Wranglers had that type of capability my entire life, but now this one looks the part too. Our particular tester has the 41 package, trailer tow and aux switch group, convenience group, technology group, and active safety group as options, giving it a total M.S.R.P of $73,095. You know, it's funny because on paper, I have very little interest in a military-inspired vehicle. But this looks nice. Pretty much everything you see is functional, from the fold-down windshield to the steel bumpers front and rear to the tow hooks. Even these things on the hood that I assume are used to help secure the windshield or at least support it when it's down. Oh, and they also hide the windshield washers. LED lighting is at each corner. This Willys edition has a black 7-slot grille. And there's even remote start. Of course, it's fitted with some of the best off-road hardware with a factory warranty, including Dana solid axles, 2-speed transfer case, rock rails, rear axle locker, almost 10 inches of ground clearance, and plenty of skid plates, providing uncompromised approach, departure, and breakover angles. We did some legitimate off-roading when the JL first arrived, so feel free to check that out at the link above. Something else to check out are these wheels. They're 17-inch aluminum that mimic military spec and look awesome with these 285 70 series BF Goodrich all-terrain TA KO2 Baja Champion tires. And they even have a silhouette of the 41 Willys on the center hubs. Our truck has the hardtop with the power retractable roof, but if you want something different, there are 6 other available roof options. If you have any experience with a Wrangler, you know there isn't much space for cargo with 27.7 cubic feet behind the back seats and 67.4 cubic feet when they're folded. That space is decently equipped though, with cargo tie-downs and a 12-volt outlet. Jeep's trail rail system can be installed on the tailgate, and this truck even comes with an inverter that's stored under the floor to power items on the go. There's a little tray to hold your door hinges, roof, and windshield bolts, and the jack is beneath that, with the spare tire prominently on back. As mentioned, the 4xe is a plug-in hybrid that consists of a 2-liter inline turbo 4-cylinder engine, 400-volt lithium-ion battery, and 2 electric motors, making a combined 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. An 8-speed automatic transmission handles the gears, and Jeep's Select-Track full-time 4-wheel drive with 2-speed transfer case and 272-to-1 low range are present. Max payload is 1,270 pounds, and max tow capacity is 3,500 pounds. 4-wheel drive options include 2-high, 4-high auto, 4-high part-time, and 4-low, and there's a rear axle locker with an off-road plus mode too. Hybrid modes consist of hybrid, which is a mix of gas and battery, electric, which is battery only, and e-save, which allows you to focus on using the gas engine, saving your battery power for other times that you like to use it. There are also off-road pages that show you vehicle dynamics, gauges, as well as pitch and roll in real time. The Wrangler 4xe comes with a portable level 1 charger that takes about 14.5 hours to fully charge the battery, and e-hybrid pages show you power flow, driving history, and allow you to program charging schedules. A full tank and battery will get you a reported 370 miles of range, and you can drive up to 21 miles on battery alone. EPA estimated fuel economy is rated at 49 mpge and 20 miles per gallon combined. AutoAcademics achieved 21.4 miles per gallon during testing on premium fuel.
As with any Wrangler, the one thing you can't ignore is the step-in height. I measured it at just over 2 feet, and the tiny door opening doesn't help. Fortunately, this is a Jeep, so grab handles are at the ready, and once inside, there's a bit more space than you might think between the roll cage. Since the doors can come off, features are minimal, but you do still have lighting, speakers, a bit of storage, and AC vents. Of course, with the retractable roof, you don't even need those. Like the exterior, the interior portrays the Willys 41 motif well too. Yeah, there are chunky yet modern buttons, knobs, and switches that any current gen Wrangler would have, but the olive cloth on the seats and denim-like material on the dash definitely say retro Jeep. This gen of Uconnect works really well and pairs nicely with the 12.3-inch display. It's vibrant, responsive, and has plenty of detail so you can easily read the smaller fonts. The Alpine stereo is strong and clean with speakers everywhere, so you should have no trouble hearing your tunes with the top open and doors off. Yet, the seats and steering wheel are heated for when it's chilly outside. Unfortunately, the crossover for the speakers could be better tuned. These roof pillar speakers seem to be taking as much bass as the sub, and when turned up at higher volumes, there is some distortion present. Of course, you could always swap them out like I did in my car.
The seats have manual adjustment, and this Wrangler also has dual zone climate, a 7-inch digital cluster display, max regen feature, Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The aux package adds switches so you can control accessories like light bars and winches, and there are 12-volt outlets and USB ports too. I do wish the latter provided more power for charging, but it's definitely better than nothing. Safety and driving assist features include automatic emergency braking, rear seat alert, park sense, blind spot alert, hill start assist, tire fill assist, and rear cross traffic alert.
So now that we've addressed all of that, it's time to take it out and see how it drives. In spite of all the evolutions that the Wrangler has gone through, and there have been a lot, this is still very much what we all recognize as a Jeep. So I'm going to start with the things that we already know about the Wrangler. As mentioned earlier, this one has the hardtop with the power retractable roof. So when it's closed, it's going to be one of the quieter configurations available. That being said, cabin insulation is still minimal when compared to other vehicles with fixed roofs. Again, with the top closed, both wind and tire noise are notably present, even at moderate speeds. But come on, this is a Wrangler. Plus, you saw the tires on this thing, so what should we expect? Something else we should expect is the vague steering, and responsiveness is slow. But these are traits that honestly work better off-road than on. Now, on the plus side, this Jeep is surprisingly comfortable. The suspension could care less if your tax dollars weren't used for road improvements. And despite the slow steering response, handling isn't that bad. Well, for what it is, within the limits of these tires. Now on the highway, it is a different experience with the off-road suspension, aggressive tires, and vague steering keeping you a bit busier. But even with all that, I can see how people who don't go off-road still like to drive these. For starters, you have a decent view of the road in all directions. Plus, cruising with this top open is awesome and effortless. Now, outside of the 1941 Willys styling, the powertrain is the primary difference between this and other Wranglers we've driven. And for me, it's a mixed bag. I already told you about the driving modes, and hybrid is what I, and very likely many of you, would keep it in most of the time. In that mode, only the battery is used when starting off, and the torque is nice. Keep going though, and the engine will turn on too, giving you full access to the 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. It's not a quick delivery, but it's likely the most power I've felt in one of these, especially since Jeep never sent me the 392. That being said, the engine is noisy though, both under load and at idle. And while the brakes have a good feel, they could definitely benefit from more power. After all, there's a lot of unsprung mass down there that needs to be slowed down. But let's be frank, the Jeep Wrangler has never been a great vehicle for the highway because that's not its purpose. Its purpose is to, go off-road and look cool. But most importantly, it makes you feel cool too. So, unlike in 1941, if you're shopping one of these, you do have a few more options now in this class of vehicle, and some are really nice. But I don't think any of them have a plug-in hybrid variant, and none of them are a Wrangler. So I'm curious, do you own a Jeep or any other all-terrain vehicle for that matter and take it off-road? Let us know in the comments below. And if you do own a Jeep and have it customized, post a pic, then tag AutoAcademics. We'd love to see it. Finally, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what we have coming up next. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.